I did a video about underground comics, graphic novels or whatever. I call them underground comics because graphic novels, I don't know. That's like a popularized term nowadays. They used to just be like collections of comics and shit. That's what we would call them. But now they're like, the graphic novel is such like a popular term. And all these movies are being made, like Watchmen and Dark Knight, which wasn't based on Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, even though it should have been, because The Dark Knight Returns is a fucking awesome graphic novel, and that Dark Knight, I didn't really like it, but I don't know. I know a lot of people like it, and I'm not trying to say you're wrong if you like it, because I kind of enjoyed it. I have a lot of weird shit going on in my head, so when I go to see a movie, I'm just like, it's a lot for me to deal with. But my favorite cartoonist, graphic novelist, whatever you want to call him, is Daniel Clowes and Ghost World. I mentioned this in a previous vlog. Like I said, it's got really great drawings. Enid has a very specific look. Enid and Rebecca. And Nuclear Night and I discussed how it's just that Thora Birch and Scarlett Johansson just weren't these people. It's really bullshit. But he has a lot of other really great books, and I accumulated these over several Christmases. Caricature is one of my favorites too. This is a collection of short stories. And he made a comic called 8 Ball. He actually worked for Cracked magazine in the beginning. I remember that. He did this strip called The Ugly Family. I used to be really into Cracked, and he hated Cracked. He was a big Mad fan, but he just got a job with Cracked, and he created this thing called The Ugly Family. And I remember that shit. And it's so weird because when I got into Daniel Clowes, I was like, I almost thought his drawings were like kind of familiar to me. And it turns out that, I was reading his shit when I was a kid. But caricature has, it kind of carries with some of the themes in Ghost World about how the world used to be a really racist place. It was just shown, just really disgusting caricatures of black people and things like that. Maybe that's where the title comes from. And Daniel Clowes is not a racist at all, but he wants to point out that we used to be, and that now maybe it's more hidden. It's still around, but it's more hidden than it used to be. Steve Buscemi's character says that in Ghost World. Because he collects like really shocking. In the movie Ghost World, Steve Buscemi's character collects really shocking old images from like fast food restaurants that have black people on them, and they're really disgusting images. And Thora Birch, Enid, is like, what the hell? Are you like a Nazi? And he's like, no, I mean, like, I think that shit's interesting. He's like, the world is a terrible place. And she's like, do you think it's gotten better? He's like, I guess, I don't know. I mean, people still hate each other, they just hide it more. So yeah, totally. Character's really good. So is David Boring. Sorry. This I haven't read these in a long time, but I kind of want to. I read this in like 2 seconds. I actually read this at Borders before I bought it, and normally it's black and white, very very specific kind of artwork. But the thing is Daniel Clowes is an excellent writer. He takes the stories into really strange places, very very surreal. Here's a self-portrait of Daniel Clowes. He met his wife. His wife was at a signing to get like a signing autograph for her boyfriend, and he met her there, and that sucks for her ex-boyfriend. But yeah, like some really strange imagery. David Boring is one of the more surreal. Ghost World's not very surreal. Nothing happens in Ghost World that wouldn't happen in real life. And some of his stories are like that too. He collected all these he did a series of comics called 8 Ball, and he serialized these comics. Nowadays, he's got something called Mr. Wonderful I think it was in New York Magazine. If you Google Mr. Wonderful, you can download the entire thing in PDF. It's pretty cool. I was never really... This is a collection of 8 Ball stuff, Orgy Bound, like utterly 8 Ball. It's pretty funny. But I was never into this stuff as much. It was a little bit more like cartoonish and like really jokey. I liked his more serious work. I think he reminds me a lot of David Lynch, and that's pretty fucking hard to remind me of David Lynch. Anyway, it's another one, Lout Rampage. I think this was collected from 8 Ball, but I know he did one before. I mean, it's got quotes on the back from, Matt Groening, who did Simpsons and Entertainment Weekly, The Village Voice. Very respected. And he has a movie in development that he wrote the screenplay for this. He adapted this book by, I forgot the guy's name, but it's a science fiction book called Masters of Time and Space, and rumor has it that Dave Chappelle and Jack Black are going to be in it. Michelle Gondry's directing it. And I think that Dave Chappelle was supposed to play Mos Def's role and Be Kind Rewind, but he was just too fucked up at that point, and he gave it to his friend Mos Def. And now he's going to come and be in a movie, which is really cool that Daniel Clowes is fucking writing it. This is another one, like I said, like pretty jokey shit. I was never really into this one as much. Same with this one, Pussy. This one is, it's all one story. I mean, sort of. It's like this series of strips about this guy who's just like this fucking loser. It kind of looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman. Anyway, And then my favorite, I mean, Ghost World used to be my favorite, and I think this one might be my favorite. I don't think his artwork was really as strong back then as it is now, but like I think his newer drawings maybe look a little bit better. But like a velvet glove cast in iron is really fucking weird. It's just, who knows? This shit's like Eraserhead. It's fucking awesome. I don't really want to spoil any of these because there's really nothing to spoil. I can't really even explain them. I mean, really strange drawings. Let's see. Really good shit in here. I love this guy. I mean, he's awesome. He's just so great. I'm trying to look for, oh shit. Just really cool stuff. Yeah. Check out Daniel Clowes. He's the man. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I saw a trailer for Ghost World and they were like, written by Daniel Clowes. So I was like, okay. I used to call him Daniel Clowes. I don't really know what his name is, but yeah, if you get a chance, fucking read Velvet Glove Cast in Iron. It's just really good. He's got kind of like this, Daniel Clowes sort of like looks at like the weird people in the world, like the grays in life. And I think that life's not black and white. It's gray. And that's where Daniel Clowes lives inside of in his work. And he's really done some amazing things. So check him out. He's fucking awesome. If you like comics, and even if you like books, if you like movies, fucking go get that shit. Just go straight to Daniel Clowes. Go order all of his shit on Amazon, because all of it's worth it. I mean, like I said, I wasn't so into the jokey type shit, but like, caricature, David Boring, Like a Velvet Glove, and of course, the masterpiece, Ghost World.